Imagine you're in Las Vegas with your husband and your friends, having a great time. You go to bed in the middle of the night. You get ready to go to sleep. You wash your face, you brush your teeth, you put your jewelry on your bedside table, you put your wallet on your bedside table, you make sure the door is locked, and you go to sleep. You wake up in the morning and learn that while you were asleep, you've been robbed. Somebody came into your room, was 2 inches from your head, and stole your jewelry and the money from your wallet. That's the story you're about to hear. All right, here's a little story about Las Vegas.
I was jumping right into that one.
Yeah, it's jumping right in. Welcome to Life with a Cheri on Top. My name is Cheri Hagan. I'm joined today by my husband, Kevin. Hey, baby.
Hello, love.
How are you?
Wonderful.
Excellent. So we want to talk a little bit about hotel safety today because we experienced something frightening while we were in Vegas. Or, I don't know, frightening? Is that the right word?
Yeah, it's definitely frightening.
Okay. So we wanted to talk to everybody about it. There are some things that we can't say because it is currently in court. Mm-hmm. So we have to kind of tiptoe through this. So we'll fill you in as best we can. So
I think you'll get the gist.
Yeah. We were in Vegas in May of 2023 with some friends of ours. And it was the first night that we were there. And we had been to dinner, and, you know, I had had wine and you had had martinis, and everybody was just having a good time. Mm-hmm. Nobody was fall down drunk, just for the record. Mm-hmm. And then we went back to the casino, and I can't name the name. We went back to the casino and went to the bar and had another drink. And by then it's like 12:30. And I said, you know what? I'm exhausted from a day of travel. I got to call it a day. And so we went upstairs. Everybody
was ready to go to bed but me.
Yes. Well, that's usually the case, isn't it?
Sometimes. You never know.
So only in Vegas, by the way. That's only true in Vegas.
Yeah, very true.
At home, he wants to be in bed way earlier than I do. So anyway, we washed our face and brushed our teeth and locked the door. And, you know, you put the wallet on the bedside table, and I put my jewelry and my eyeglasses and my, I don't know, lip balm or whatever, you know, on my side of the table.
Your normal nightly routine.
Exactly.
Yep.
And we went to sleep. And then the next morning, Kevin woke up. Now, like I said, we had gone to bed around 12:30. Mm-hmm. Kevin woke up at 7 to use the restroom, and you take it from here.
Well, yeah, when I woke up, I was just going to the bathroom, which is in another room completely from our room. So kind of walked into there, and I thought I saw my wallet when I was going to the bathroom. I went to the bathroom, came back, and there was my wallet on the table in the bathroom.
Right.
So I screamed out, I was like, Cheri.
What are you? Sorry, I have to say this.
I knew you were commenting on that.
He never calls me Cheri. Like, it's always, I don't know, honey, babe, sweet, heart, whatever. He never calls me Cheri. So go ahead.
I screamed out, said, why did you take the money out of my wallet? You know, sometimes I do well there in Vegas. Sometimes I don't. But when I do, Cheri is usually the protector and takes money and puts it in the safe. So my assumption was that's exactly what happened. He took some money out of my wallet. I had a couple of hits downstairs, so we had a few vouchers in there and some cash. And said, hey, you know, why'd you put everything in the safe? And
yeah,
like I didn't touch your wallet.
Yeah, I was like, what are you talking about, drunko?
Well, why is it over here then? Why is it in the bathroom?
And I said, usually when we always stay in this double-doored suite in this particular hotel. So when you walk in, there's a living room And then to your left is a powder room. And then behind that powder room is another full bathroom. And then to the right is the bedroom, which has another set of double doors leading back into the living room. I hope I've painted that picture well enough.
It painted it for me, but I've been there.
Yeah. So usually when he walks in the night and late at night, he will throw his winnings on the sofa table in the living room, and then we go to bed. But for whatever reason, you didn't do that this time. But I didn't know that, so I said, "You probably just put it on the sofa table like you always do." So then you walked into the living room, and now it's starting to hit you that like something's really wrong.
Something's not right. Yeah, because then I also saw your purse, which was in a piece of our luggage in the bedroom, was also in the bathroom.
Yeah.
So yeah, now it started to I think something's really wrong here, and I'm looking at walking to the living room. I see my backpack is. Every zipper's wide open, which I never have a zipper open.
Yeah.
It's always, my zippers are always closed on my backpack. I'm a very anal person sometimes. So I'm looking at that. I'm like, yeah, there's someone was in our room.
Yeah.
And Cheri's like, no, that's impossible. And the first thing you did.
I immediately sat up and realized that my wedding ring and my engagement ring were missing. And so was my Claudia ring, which he had just moved from the bedside table to the bathroom counter, but I didn't know that at the time.
Right. So
I said, holy shit, we've been robbed. Stop touching everything. And then I picked up the phone to call the front desk. And, of course, the front desk woman is very nice and polite, and it's like 7:10 in the morning, and she's like, "Good morning, Mrs. Hagan. What can I do for you this morning?" And I was like, "We've been fucking robbed. Put me through to security," because there's no security button on your phone,
right?
So she's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'll put you right through," and she did, and security came up and asked us not to touch anything, but to point out everything that had been missing.
And moved. And moved.
Yes, correct.
Right.
Yeah. So for me, it was my wedding ring and engagement ring were gone. The Claudia ring had been moved. My eyeglasses were gone. Now, seriously, why? Prescription eyeglasses. If you're going to steal something, just really, why?
It's a fashion brand frame, though.
Oh, who cares?
It's $1,300 worth of eyeglasses. They care.
It was the most annoying thing ever, I have to say.
Anyway.
The most upsetting was my wedding ring and engagement ring. The most annoying were my eyeglasses. And then the person took $2,300 in vouchers.
Yeah. And then like $500 in cash out of my wallet.
Yeah.
Now they didn't take credit cards, and they didn't. I had headphones in my bag. I had a iPad in my bag. My computer was out on the table because I was working the night before.
Yeah.
And none of that was gone. We realized later, we were told, because it's trackable. It all has numbers, serial numbers. And
this was a professional thief.
The person that robbed us while we were sleeping, if you haven't caught that completely.
If you haven't figured that out.
Wasn't there for that. Was there for cash, jewelry, watches, something he can stick in his pocket and walk out as if he had nothing.
Yeah.
If he's carrying a backpack, they can see that a little bit easier on the videos. If they go through the casino, they might not even go through the casino because that's the only place that they're going to catch him on video.
Right. So yeah, I did want to talk about that because at first I was like, well, this should be an open and shut case because there's cameras in the hallways. That's what you think when you're in Vegas. That is not the case at all.
Well, it used to be.
But it's no longer the case. It's not any longer,
correct.
Because some jackass sued them for privacy rights or whatever.
Right.
So now there's no cameras in the hallways, just so everybody is aware. So what I do want to reiterate here is that Kevin and I were asleep in our room with the door locked, dead bolted locked. And somebody broke into our room and was 2 inches from our head and took the things off our bedside table. That's crazy that we didn't wake up.
Yeah.
And ballsy by the person doing
huge.
this.
Yeah.
So we do sleep with white noise on. So on your phone, the white noise is blasting. But I'm such a light sleeper that I normally wake up with any sort of noise.
Mm-hmm.
And it was discovered that this person broke in with a screwdriver. So that's how easy it is to get into the doors of this particular hotel in Vegas. And it is a very, very large, very well-known hotel, is all I can say. So please be careful when you're traveling. The hotel was telling us that they were not liable because our stuff wasn't in the safe.
Right. When you sign the agreement, when you go into the hotel, in the small print, in the fine print, it says that they are not liable for anything that is outside of the safe. Whether you're in the room or not,
right,
is
we didn't
also on there, but nobody would
reads
think
that.
about that.
Right.
Well, that doesn't even make any sense.
Right.
That I go into my room for a hotel that I'm paying for to go to sleep in my private room.
Right.
Why do I need to put all my stuff in the safe where I go to sleep in my private room? But note to self, do that from this point forward anywhere you can.
Yes.
Especially in Las Vegas. But one of the other things that kind of came out of this whole scenario was that we went to buy a door jammer after this. I travel frequently for work. So I bought a door jammer, which clicks under the door, screws down to the floor, and you can't move this door no matter what. Even if it's open, if it's not locked, if it's whatever, I put my full weight into this thing and it didn't budge.
Yeah.
So it is a awesome product for $29.99. You're welcome, door jammer, on Amazon.
On Amazon.com.
And you're welcome, Amazon.
Yeah. So obviously we were shocked that this was so easy for somebody to come in and do this. And we were not the only people robbed that night, just for the record. So it became a thing. The local news. Yeah. The local news started covering it. And it was only for that reason.
Yeah.
That we were reimbursed by the hotel, because the hotel was going, nope, too bad. You didn't put your stuff in the safe, so you didn't follow the rules. And our argument was, we were in the room. Mm-hmm. You know, if we had left the room and gone to breakfast or whatever and come back to the room, shame on us. Mm-hmm. We're idiots. But we're in the room. Like, I don't understand how somebody could break in so easily, but they did.
Yeah.
So I'd love to keep you posted on this. We did have a court date, but I'm not allowed to talk about it. So
stay tuned till February, is all we'll say.
Yes.
On that part.
February of 2024, hopefully.
Maybe. Right.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Who knows? Yeah. But please stay safe out there. And this, by the way, this is not only happening in Las Vegas, although it is more frequent there than anywhere else that we've read about, right?
Yes. Yeah, just because more people have more money there.
Sure.
Or have, more money and more vouchers and more opportunity.
Yeah.
But it does happen elsewhere as well. And, just be safe. I mean, be wise, be smart when you're walking into a elevator. Check your surroundings, see who's with you, see what floors they hit. If they don't hit a button and get off with you, that's probably not a good sign.
Right.
Just be smart about all that stuff. And unfortunately, we usually are pretty aware. We both traveled for livings for a long time.
Right.
And, this one that nobody followed us. It's just that it happened.
It was
random. And it happens.
Yeah.
So, that's the point of this whole podcast is be aware and be safe. Be careful.
Yeah. Isn't it crazy that he broke into 8 rooms? Or no, more than that. We knew about 8 rooms. No, I can say this part. He's giving me
I'm giving you an eye going, I don't know about this. Ixnay.
No, I can actually talk about this part. I mean, multiple victims that he just randomly chose.
Yeah.
And when we were talking...
And by the way, they all were sleeping.
Everyone was sleeping.
Yeah.
Every single person was asleep.
Yeah, which is really...
I just can't even believe the balls on this person.
Yeah, it's incredible.
When we were talking to who was that? The head of security, whoever he was.
Yeah.
Outside the courtroom, he told us this. So I'm assuming I can tell you this, that it was so easy for him to do. And he's a known criminal in the area and has been in and out of jail many, many times. But he's not the only one that has done this.
Oh, yeah, no. You can look up on the internet. If you go back, we did some research when we got home.
We did.
We went back through Yelp reviews and found it's been going on since
2012.
2012 or 13 or whatever, that couple we saw in there. So yeah, it's out there. There's no doubt. I doubt it's the same guy. I'm sure there's people that do this.
Right.
There is a thing in Vegas called door pushers. So if you leave your door unlocked and go get ice, or leave your door unlocked for any other reason, waiting for someone to come in, they just walk up and they push the door. If they push the door, they're in. They're walking in. They're going to do something.
Right.
And typically it happens when you throw the latch, you go get ice, you come back, and everything's gone. So, don't do that type of stuff. Don't leave your room unattended or unlocked. But yeah,
not that we did.
No. I'm just saying that's how other people got robbed, and their reviews on Yelp, some of those were just that exact thing.
Right.
Others were, I was sleeping at night and they came in and they took stuff, and the hotel's not doing anything about it because they told me that's in the agreement when you sign it. But like you said, because we had multiple issues at the same time, that caused a lot of...
You mean the hotel had multiple issues at the same...
Yes.
Yeah, the hotel had multiple robberies in the same night.
Yeah, caused a lot of publicity locally.
Right.
So they had to do a little bit more and really respond.
Did. Yeah.
With the fingerprinting and all that stuff.
Oh my gosh. We had to sign our lives away because they fingerprinted the whole room and they did DNA testing, and the detectives were taking it very seriously, which was great to see.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, none of our stuff was recovered. So thankfully, that's what insurance is for. That's why I had my rings insured. But, not the same rings I got married with. But, luckily we're here to tell the story. I guess it could have gone a lot worse.
Again, if somebody would have woken up, that would have been probably a bigger disaster than this. But off of all the people that he robbed, I'm shocked nobody woke up.
Nobody.
And what, we've talked about this. What would he have done if somebody did wake up?
Yeah. That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
I'd really want to know that. I want to look him in the eye.
Know that. Yeah.
I do. I want to look him in the eye and be like, okay, so what was the plan? If one of us woke up, what was the plan? He doesn't have
a plan. That's the whole point. He doesn't have a plan. There's no plan. He'll react as he reacts. The classic is you always keep saying, I wish I woke up. I'm like, well, what would you have done?
I would have woken you up.
Exactly. That's the answer. I'm like, well, I would have not been able to do anything. Who knows? That's funny.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, sorry. We kind of got off track there, but the point of the story is please always be careful when you're traveling. Yeah. We travel all the time, and it has never been an issue ever before. But once it is, you will never be the same.
Yeah,
so
that's for sure.
Doorjammer.com. Or no, sorry, Amazon.com. Buy the Door Jammer.
Door Jammer. It's a little red thing. You'll see it.
It's teeny tiny and it fits easily in your luggage.
I throw it in my carry-on. It goes everywhere I go. Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening. And if you have any comments on this show or any other, please write in at lifewithacheriontop@gmail.com. Again, Cheri is Cheri. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Stay safe.
Yes, stay safe. Bye.